bourbon show. We don't really have a
You're
title.
just totally making it up now.
Oh, I mean, yeah, absolutely.
So we're completely done with burgers then.
We're done with the burger thing. It was good for a while, but the reason why we changed it, well, actually, we haven't changed the name yet. We're looking to change the name. Maybe our guest will help us come up with a new name. Or if you guys have a clever name for this, let us know. But the reason we took the burgers off is because when we did a burger show, we'd have like 15 views, and then we did a bourbon, and we had like 500.
Yeah.
So
all bourbon, all the time.
Yeah, so we pretty much dropped the burgers thing. Although, if you want us to review a burger, we're happy to go do it.
Yeah.
We just, everybody seems to like the bourbon piece. So I don't know what that says about the people that watch it. But anyway, and we prefer to do the bourbon thing in the afternoon too. So we record all these on Friday afternoon.
Makes Fridays awesome around here.
Yeah, Fridays are pretty fun, I think. Depends on how many of these you try. But anyway, all right, so today is all about Four Roses. So actually, we have a guest, and I'll let Ryan Bridgeman introduce him. Well, not introduce himself. Everybody knows who he is. Everybody knows who he is. But I'll let him introduce the bottle and the significance behind the bottle, because there is some significance behind it, right?
A little bit.
A little bit. Yeah.
But I'm a little disappointed. I was expecting a hamburger. I'm a little hungry.
That's right.
It's a little
We
disappointed.
got some chips in the back, if that'll do.
We'll talk after about that, But no, this is a fun bottle. A little unique situation. Norton Children's Hospital throws a great fundraiser every year. Bourbon and Bow Ties. Been going on for 10 plus years. Great opportunity to try a bunch of different bourbons if you've never been. Part of the charitable aspect of it, they have an auction, and I was lucky enough to be the winning bid on a Four Roses barrel, so got to drive down coast of Bardstown, Four Roses Distillery, and do a pick, and that's an experience. If you ever get a chance, definitely give a shot and do it. Roll the red carpet out for you. You walk in there, and it's a little overwhelming. Not being a big bourbon connoisseur, but liking some bourbons, but to be able to pick from 10 different barrels. And
That's cool.
You're drinking a lot, so by that 6th, 7th one, you don't really know the difference, but they do a good job of walking you through.
Nor do you care.
True.
Right.
At that point, you really don't.
Yeah.
You really don't. But this was the pick that the group of us that went that we decided on. And in all honesty, the unique thing about this one, this probably wasn't our favorite one. We probably were down to 2 or 3, and we voted, and it was still even.
Really?
For the most part. It was down to my brother and I making the final vote. And, just then the unique characteristics of this one is with a lot of rick houses, depending on which tier. So this is a tier 5, which is higher. It's tier 6 with Four Roses is the highest that they go. But we were between this one and a tier 2. And we said, oh, well, everyone always says the higher the tier, the better. So we'll just go with the tier 5. But I think if it was completely blind to the tiers, we probably would have picked the tier 2. But nonetheless, this is a tier 5 OESQ is the recipe. Four Roses has about 8 to 10 or so different recipes for their bourbons, barrel proof. So pretty hot, 123.4 proof. So.
And we've got some pictures, Miss Producer, if you can throw that OESQ up there and that proof for us.
Yep. And so we were lucky enough. This barrel is 10 years old, so we got a little extra age on it than some of the others were about 9 in a few months or so. So
yeah, sounds to me like a recipe for made in heaven for Chris.
Yes,
love some hot.
I like the hot stuff.
Yeah. But you might just spend a quick second explaining about buying a barrel, because that's not something that everybody's going to go out and do, right?
Right.
Or has the opportunity to do.
No,
so
and
explain what the process of it, because the barrel. You get, when you bought a barrel, you get all the liquor that's inside that particular barrel.
100%,
right?
yeah. And so then we partner with the liquor store because of the 3-tier system or whatnot here in the state that they can't sell it directly to us. So sell it to the liquor store, then we in turn buy it from the liquor store. So this barrel, and every barrel, depending on the age, has different levels of output. So this barrel produced 114 bottles. Out of it, some of them, I think they said they were expecting maybe 130 or so. Some even a little less, depending on just where it is in the rick house
and how long it's been in there too.
Exactly, how long it's been there. So this one, so we, part of our family, the reason we obviously we support Children's Hospital, the great work they're doing. So we decided, hey, we'll buy this, and then we'll in turn, partnering with a couple bourbon groups in town, we'll sell some of the bottles and use that money again as a kind of a double dip for charity.
Very cool.
So,
that's really cool.
Yeah,
this one was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, so anyway, that's kind of cool. But to be able to buy your own barrel is pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
It was a fun experience. Definitely, the only time I've ever, had the opportunity is through an auction. So is a fun experience. So if you ever want to feel charitable and get a great experience
Right.
out of it, definitely
Yeah.
doing a barrel pick is a great opportunity.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. So anyway, we'll just we'll do what we always do, which is just kind of smell it around, and then we'll taste it. We'll do as Chris says, what'd you call it, the Kentucky Chew?
Kentucky Chew.
I don't know. That's what he says. Anyway, we'll try it, and then we'll rate
Ryan,
it.
you know what a Kentucky Chew is, right?
I do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I know what it is too, but the smell is you can tell.
It's rich.
Yeah, boy,
Yeah.
it's
tell
it's
you.
tough. The smell.
I'm gonna tell you, shoot, this for as hot as that proof is, it doesn't.
It doesn't smell
Oh,
that
wow.
hot.
It's-
It really smells good.
Well, I
Wow.
just
That's-
tasted
that's-
it. It does. It's not nearly as
It-
tough
it
as
is.
what you think it would be.
You know, we did 3 Keys. I always go back to that 3 Keys we did. So we did one called 3 Keys, and it was only 3 years old. And when you smelled it, it was like, oh my goodness, this is gonna take your esophagus out. But it really wasn't that bad. That's what this is. This is when you smell it, you go, okay, it's a little strong, but then when you taste it, it's actually not bad. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It
doesn't
doesn't
last
taste
long.
like 120 proof, 123 or whatever.
I'm
Does
gonna
not
tell you right
taste
now, I
that.
like that.
Hey,
Yeah.
this is not nearly as strong as the one that we did. About
Yeah,
a
that
month
Waddy
ago.
Boone that we did. Yeah.
Yeah, the White Boom was tough.
This
That
is.
Waddy
I mean,
Boone,
this
I
has
did.
got a lot of burn to it, and I felt the burn on my lips and on the tip of my tongue, and then it kind of moved, but it wasn't overwhelming.
Right.
And there was lots and lots of flavor. There's a lot of things going on there, which I like.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
I think with a couple of drops of water,
Yeah,
this
hand me
would
those
really
slices
come
there.
out.
I think that's good.
Yeah, that's really good. I like that.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
Smiles?
Oh yeah, you got to try it.
Yeah, this is one of those that you when you first look at it and you look at the bottle, it is darker. I don't know if you've got a picture of it, but just the bourbon, just the liquor itself is darker.
Yeah, it's a
than-
nice dark,
it's
rich
very dark.
color.
Yeah. Almost like
That's good. That's good.
almost like the ones that are sort of finished in brandy barrels or something like where it's got some darker,
yeah.
you get a little darker
Right.
flavoring, darker coloring to it.
He likes his.
I like mine neat.
I think I'm going to too, but you have to try it.
Okay. Yeah.
So we always talk about.
Oh,
So
okay.
this is a good. We have this talking point all the time, and Ryan's has not been on our show yet, but we always talk about. I drink all my bourbon neat too, so I'm a neat guy. But you may not think I'm neat, but I drink my bourbon. But that's clarification there. No, what I do is I like it all neat, but then especially if it's something new I haven't tried, I'll drink it neat, and then we tell everybody put some ice in there or a way to cool it off because it does change the flavoring in
Yeah,
it.
it does.
Absolutely.
And,
you
a lot
may-
of times it brings out some flavors that
Yeah.
you didn't get when you
Yeah,
drink it neat.
exactly. Because what we find is that, especially if you're a bourbon drinker, or you're sort of new to bourbon, like our producer over there, what they'll do is they'll either drink it over ice or they'll always drink it one way and they won't try it both ways. Whereas there are some bourbons that we tried that I don't like neat, but I like when it's chilled, and vice versa. There's some that I like neat that I wouldn't. It's just the Metallica one we
Right.
did last week, right?
Yeah.
I didn't much care for it while it was cold, but I could drink it while it was neat. So it's just and it brings out different flavoring in it. So anyway, that's not a little speech. I always put that in there. But what do you guys think?
Okay, this is unusual. I got more burn with a little bit of ice in there than I did without, and I got a lot of it up into the sinuses. I got more spice. I got no spice the first time. I got spice this time, but I liked it better the other way.
It's Friday afternoon.
Right.
Chris may have been nibbling in there before we even started shooting.
Yeah. I prefer mine, like if I'm sitting around the house, like, as you guys
Yeah.
know, I prefer mine on the rocks. I do like this on the rocks. I like it better on the rocks. I like all my bourbon typically better on the rocks, but I do like to try them neat.
Yeah.
And this is both ways. I mean,
This is not nearly as hot as what I would have thought.
no, that's what
It's not.
Yeah, I would agree.
So what's the price point? Not including this because this
Yeah.
is special. But what's the price point of a Four Roses in the $40, $50
The
range?
single barrel.
Yeah.
yeah.
Gosh, Miss Producer, can you do
No,
a little
it-
rapid research?
I'm gonna guess it's,
It's
probably
gonna
in the
be-
$50
it's gonna
I
be
was
in the
thinking it was
50
around
I think
50,
it's
60
50,
bucks
60
for that
bucks,
area.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So a lot
Single
of the
barrel.
a lot of the local liquor stores will do picks
Sure.
of the barrel strength,
Yeah.
and those
Okay.
I think will run you about 80 to 90.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, exactly. There's a single barrel that's a regular one,
Yep.
and then when you go up to that cast strength, that barrel strength, it's going to be more. And we were talking
Okay,
about
so
that
we're-
off camera because there's not as much yield. They have to
Yeah.
charge more just to make the same profit
Yeah.
margin on them.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. No, that's pretty good.
Did you get an answer for
Really
us?
good.
44 single barrel.
That's okay. So that's without. That's not the cask strength or the barrel pig.
Okay, so
that's $44.
Yeah.
For the regular single barrel, which I've had before, and it's very good.
Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. What other thoughts on it?
I like it.
I think Chris really likes it.
Yeah, I like this.
I mean, you got to put your pinky out there, dude.
I always do my pinky. I always do my pinky, man.
We know.
Just levels of sophistication.
That's right.
That's all it is.
All right, so we're gonna rate it. I'm gonna go. I like it. Well, I didn't give you my opinion after I cooled it off. I actually like it a little bit better when it's chilled.
Did you?
I still got the same spiciness, but I just think the flavor was a little bit stronger when it was chilled than when it was neat. So this is one that if I was drinking it, I could drink it neat, no problem whatsoever. But this is one that I probably would throw a cube in there just to cool it off, or the Cold Stones or something, just to kind of cool it off a little bit. And I think I'd like it a little bit better, but not. I mean, it would be, I could do it either way, but I think I like it chilled a little bit better. So I'm gonna go 7 on this. I think it's good. It's good.
I'm gonna go one higher. I'm gonna go with an 8. This is obviously a unique bottle, but the taste, the flavor of it, I'm very surprised because me. I mean, I'm not when you get a bottle up here with this high proof is what that is. I'm shocked that it's actually as smooth as what it was. So I like Four Roses in general, and I'm a single barrel fan of Four Roses, but I'll go with an 8 on this one.
I'm going to change my score real quick. So I'm going to say 7 just from the pure taste of it, but I'm going to go with a 10 because of the reason behind it, because they do give the charity back. So I'll go with a 10.
Good point. Yeah. I'm going to go 8 on it. I think Aaron might have had some validity to his argument that I took a really, really big hit there. I got a little overzealous. As this is kind of going through, I'm picking up a lot of flavors that I like. There's spice, there's clove, there's a lot going on. I like that kind of stuff. I'm going to go every bit. This is every bit of an 8, and I'll go 9 because there's a charity that's just fantastic involved. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have to go the same, a little bias obviously,
Sure,
but I'll say for me it's a solid 8.
Yeah.
And unfortunately I've polished off the bottle already myself.
Yeah.
But it's one of those that each time I go back to it, I feel like I get a different flavor, different spice. So it's great, and definitely Norton Children's Hospital does a great job. So glad to help out.
Did we talk about the sticker on the salad bottle? Did we already do that?
I think she showed that. That's the you were talking about the OES Q.
Yeah. 10 years. Then we had some fun creating a little logo for one of the bourbon groups, Kobe here in town, and then a private members only bar, Jay's Lounge, helped us do the pick, which is my house. We just call it Jay's Lounge.
Oh, that's cool. So do you want to mention the charity one more time?
Norton Children's Hospital, Bourbon and Bow Ties, great event. Tickets actually will go on sale for this year's event, March 24th.
Okay.
And the event will be
when is the event?
June 2nd.
Awesome.
So
Very cool.
definitely tickets go fast, so be right on your computer when they come out.
Yeah, good. All right, we'll make sure we get some information out about that. So, all right, that's it for another week. Make sure you tune in next week. We'll try something else. I did buy one. Maybe we'll try that one. It's one that involves some soldiers. Remember?
Oh yes, I've been wanting to try that.
Yeah. So we partnered with a group out of Kansas, and they sent us a bottle, and that's the one that we're going to bring in to try. So anyway, tune in next couple of weeks. We'll do that one. But anyway, that's it for another week. Make sure you like and subscribe so you get all the material when it comes out every Friday, I believe.
Yep.
And Ryan, I appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you giving us the story behind that. It's an awesome story. And you're welcome back anytime to do another one.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Ryan.
Especially on a
Appreciate
Friday
it.
afternoon.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Look for the burgers next time.
That's right. We'll have burgers here next time, we promise. All right, guys. See you guys next week.